When I give you a word to warn the unrighteous in his sin, and you do not sound the warning, and the unrighteous is taken away in his sin, he is taken away, but his blood I will require of you.
Y'all, I got a lot on my mind, and I'm literally sitting here like, whew. I said yesterday when I recorded the podcast episode is 2024, there's more. There is more in a whole lot of ways. We are going to have to make space for all of God's grace. And the reason I say that is, man, this is bigger than me. It's prophecy. So I was convicted tonight because I heard a prophetic message and I said, whoa, like this is talking to me too. And all I could think was, Father, have mercy on us, because while these are hard pills to swallow, they are real. And so I started writing down some things just the last few days. I was writing them and sharing them on my Facebook page. And then I put it all together and I said, this is a whole message. The first one was, people blame religion for their decisions. The enemy may plant the seed, but it's up to us to do the deed. Then I posted, POV, you can't judge God off the actions of man. We all have free will, don't you understand? Now, mind you, that's something I shared probably like a year ago. May have been even before that. But it was something that popped in my spirit, so I shared it. Then, tonight, when I was listening to the prophetic message and got convicted, it was, we are also in sin because we are afraid to offend. And I was like, ooh, sheesh, that's talking to me. And the last one was the whole church about to be hurt. We can't keep taking God's grace for granted. We'll ride for religion, not relationship. And when I think about church hurt, I think about the prophetic messages I've been seeing and hearing, and people kind of going in on the prophets and the people who God has set aside to warn us.
Told you about that girl who is your friend, to give her a warning, and you're standing there. I think she'll get offended. You know, Lord, I'm waiting for the right time. And then a bus hits her. Ezekiel 33. When I give you a word to warn the unrighteous in his sin. Next, there will be scandals among the high and the mighty. So I saw a row of thrones seated in high positions. Earthquake hit those thrones. They started to shake, and people began to fall out of the thrones in public and shameful falls. The Lord said that Bishop T.D. Jakes will have one of the biggest scandals of all time in the Christian church, one of the biggest shaming falls before God finally judges him in taking his life. The Lord said this man is not a straight man. He is not a heterosexual man. His name will be named by the people he has been with. His scandal will involve his sexual orientation, and God says that this is when people will finally see who they have been following with a lot of these pastors and spiritual leaders. So this prophecy came before the other one. This one is September 1st, that the Lord first said that on top of being a false prophet, on top of misleading people, on top of, he called it financial impropriety, which means that there is severe questions about what happens to money in the potter's house. He says that this man is a wolf in sheep's clothing, that this man is a Freemason, and that he is brotherhood. This is what the Lord revealed months ago in the false prophet's prophecy. But now in this live call, God brought out that this man is not interested in women, but is bent towards males. But not only that, has harmed underage youths and boys. And God says that this sex scandal will be named by the people he has been with. The males are going to bring out, he says, proof. The evidence this bishop will be fighting is hard evidence. And God says he will spend considerable time, considerable energy, considerable power, and considerable money to suppress that evidence so that it does not come out in the legal battles that will follow. But God said that we are going into an era where the evidence will get a chance to speak.